Hi, welcome back. You join me by the mill. Now, this particular model of mill doesn't come with any kind of spindle lock, which is quite annoying, especially when you want to undo a milling cutter like this one, which doesn't really give you anything to hold on to. There's a few options. So there's the mortar taper key slot there, which if you rotate the spindle you get to line up. You could potentially have something either beneath here, which you then slid in, or maybe even build something into the head so that when it's in that position you can push something in, but I'm not dead keen on that idea. The gear selector knob has got a high, a neutral and a low, which you sometimes have to twist the spindle to get to. It'd be nice if the neutral position was actually a spindle lock position, because I'm not really sure what the value of a neutral position is. So in order to get into here, to see these gears, you have to come in the back, which basically means undoing the bolts, which are sort of underneath, sort of in here, to allow you to take this off, get in and do things. I'm not sure there's a good way of doing it, and dismantling the mill right at the moment seems like a bad idea. So that's not a preferred option. So what surprised me was that this encoder plate, which basically just feeds the RPM display, is steel, and it is screwed to the rotating part of the shaft, which means it should be strong enough just to undo the drawbar. I've currently got the motor plate removed. Let me just plop it back on. So the motor plate sits like that, which means I can easily mount something on here with a plunger that goes down into one of these holes, and it means you don't have to rotate it very far to engage it, and it's there ready. What would be nice is some sort of interlock, so if you hit the motor when it's engaged, it doesn't try and start the motor. Shouldn't do any damage, but it would just be a nice thing to have, but that can come later. So what I'm thinking is a pivoting plunger, which can plunge down into the disc there, and you can lift it up, twist it around and just park it up here so that it's definitely out of the way and can't vibrate into there. Right, so after going through my scrap bin and springs and so on, I was trying to work out a way of having, say, a pivoting arm with a plunger that was somehow sprung, but because the ring is recessed like that, the stick out from the plunger means that the arm would have to stand off the plate a fair way to allow the sticky out bit of plunger to swing round. Now I've had a much simpler, arguably less elegant idea, but just using this, I will make a little sleeve for this so I can put a bolt through it. It'll swing out, and then this, I shall turn this end down so it fits through the hole in the encoder ring. I can drop that in. That'll lock the spindle, and then I can take that out, swing that back, and I will put a hole in the motor plate and thread it M6, which is what that thread is, and that can just screw in a few turns so that it doesn't go anywhere. So first off, I'm going to turn this pin end down. It needs to be 4mm diameter. This is currently 4.4, so we're not far off. I'm just going to true it with the bearing tool first. Made a bushing for the swing arm. That can be tightened down and that still swings nicely. So what I'm going to do now is mark that position so I can drill and tap that for M6 and transfer punch that through. Right, let's drill and tap that one. This is where the spindle lock comes in. I can lock that off. Full compression of the pump centre. Get that tapped. Perfect. And that can just be parked there. So it can then be loosened, or it'll swing round and it can be tightened. So I've got my scrap bin spindle lock finished. Quick and easy job, but a real quality of life improvement. I shall be using that quite a lot. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.